Okay, someone asked in the comments about my tattoos, so I'll give a quick rundown about the ones on my arms. This is the first one that I got. It's actually missing one of the 4 aspects of it, and I'm going to get it when I have some more line work done, but you can see on my ring there that there's another circle with a dot in the center. This is 4 different symbols that represent the distinctions within reality and within self in an attempt to express the idea of non-duality, the no separation. There are distinctions within the whole, but everything is interconnected. There's a lot more complexity in it, but I won't bore you with that right now. So this one I call the guidelines or zivert, which represents the idea of objective reality coming in through the tips there and then being locked into my own personal subjective frame of reference. So the indescribable energies or things that make up reality coming in and becoming what I understand them to be. This one over here, this is XIV in both ways. They're just kind of overlaid to make this kind of star here. The red represents the survival or primal conditioning within the self. The blue represents the more social or justice-oriented conditioning within the self, and it's kind of a balancing act of that. So this also flows into septi, which represents this too I see in self, whereas this one is this too I can receive. This is the idea of self-understanding and understanding one's conditioned nature in order to be able to live in some way objectively or consciously. This here together is the sigil representing the idea of I will let no substance free me from reality, which is a line from a King 810 lyric, basically talking about experiencing the pain and life raw without diluting oneself with alcohol or cannabis or nicotine or whatever, any other types of substances, living a sober life. I used the K from King and flipped it so that when put together, it makes kind of an X to represent the idea of, straight edge with an I in the center, which kind of harkens back to this one here with the I in the center. The lines in the back are using my own sigil pattern with a line for each of the first letters of the words, I will let no substance free me from reality. I put one on both hands on my thumbs so that if ever I do feel weak and want to take a drink or smoke, that I will have this reminder that will hopefully get me through that. I do also intend to extend these down the arms as time and money permits and eventually go all the way up my arms. I do have tattoos on my stomach and chest and back, as well as one on my chin, which is also another version of this here. If there are any other questions about the tattoos and stuff like that, just drop it in the comments. I just figured it'd be easier to talk about it than to try and just type up a whole long thing.